hanging out at the Northeast Racing Products Auction and Trade Show with a guy who I see every year right about this time, and usually right here at the Bernheisel Racing Components booth. Of course, Chad Homan, former modified racer, now just picked up his 100th late model win. He won 5 out of, 25?
Around there, yeah.
Okay, it's not a bad percentage, but not as high as it's been.
Yeah.
What happened this year? Obviously, the race total's a little lower.
Yeah, so last year, or the year before, we ran 42 races, and it kind of burned me out a little bit, so we decided to scale back a little bit anyways. And then just wasn't our year for engines, I guess, that didn't happen, so we wrecked or broke 3 engines. So we ended up stopping just after Labor Day. But still got 5 wins, and like you said, got number 100, which is what I was after for this year. And got that up in Canada at Brighton Speedway, one of the
nice.
The NLMA races. Really awesome that we got that. That's something, going into the year, that's what we wanted to do, is at least get that. So dabbled with some super late model stuff this year too.
How much of that did you do?
So we did Jim's series. Jim has a series, the Appalachian Mountain Tour in June. So it's
okay.
I think it was 9 races over 11 days or whatever.
Okay.
Of course, I decided to race a crate race the Thursday before we left for the tour because why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah, sure.
So we kind of got the feel for being out on the road that week, and it was a lot of work, but I wanted to make it through the whole thing. We ended up breaking an engine on the Thursday of that week, but we made most of the tour. A lot of good experience racing Pennsylvania super stuff that I don't normally get to do, and we were more competitive than I expected, and we qualified for all but 2 of the races that we did. So
not bad. Okay.
So we're looking to do some super stuff again this year, trying to get a crate back running again after we had some engine failures. So
were most of the engine, you mentioned the one super that had an engine failure, with the other 2 crates then?
Yeah, the other 2 were crates.
What can go wrong with crates? Was it a bad batch?
The one was actually our original crate engine. Obviously, it had been freshened.
So it might have just lapped out, huh?
It broke a piston, right, and then made a catastrophic failure because of that. We're up at Cornwall for one of the tour races up there, and so that was that was actually the day after we won number 100. We had the catastrophic failure.
So up and down, just like that.
Up and down weekend there.
Yeah.
Then we had another one where the rock took the belt off, and driver didn't catch it in time. We got it too hot.
Gotcha.
So one of those deals. The super.
Dave Marchicelli, you raced? No, you didn't race against him because he was in sportsman.
Oh,
you did?
Yeah, a little bit when he started with Mike Payne's car.
That's right.
Yeah, right at the end of my modified career.
That's right.
He's a great guy.
When was that? When was your last mod year?
So 15 was my last
15.
mod year, yeah. So it'd be 14, 15 when he was starting to dabble with the modified stuff with Mike Payne. So, but we used to hang out with him at Brewerton on Friday nights too. Him and his brother, great guys.
Yep. Yep, I remember you ran there for a long time.
Yeah.
You were there when I was running that year.
Yep.
I remember you interviewed me. We actually
right.
switched roles that night.
It wasn't my best performance, but we tried, did our best.
I still remember you. You ran second place down and passed him. Yeah. Well, he was broke, so he was running 24-second lap time. So it was the math was in my favor.
Whatever it takes, right?
So obviously we got a lot of work to do then, don't we?
Yeah, we got some engines being repaired right now. Just waiting to get them back. Got obviously hooked up with Bernheisel Laser. They brought us a bunch of parts this weekend, so we'll get the cars ready. In the next between now and Christmas, and just wait for engines to get going. So we'll come back. And
we're going to see you at the expo in the spring.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be around.
Could I have a car with you? We'll see.
I've never taken a car to that, but maybe.
Yeah, you've always done it here at this show rather than that.
This year they brought this beautiful looking street stock here.
I know. And if you want to learn about it, I did an interview with Jim Bernheisel about it. It's actually on their page too. 8,900, I believe, for this thing, and it's ready to bolt everything on. And you got all brand new welds and brand new everything. So
their craftsmanship is fantastic, and which is part of the reason.
That's why you're here, yeah, because somebody like you, or really anybody in racing, there's a lot of companies you can buy for, and obviously quality is a big thing, but also knowing the person and the customer service that goes with it, in a lot of cases, is more than half of it, isn't it?
It's the knowledge they've taught me over the it'll be 10 years already, believe it or not, that we've been with them. I wish I had. Hindsight 2020. Wish I'd known that knowledge back modified racing. I might have been a modified racer, but they've been able to teach me a lot of stuff, and Jim's been fantastic. All his crew. I talked to his son, Brandon. His son is my age, so I talk to him every day. It might not be about race cars. It might be about football. Whatever it is. So it's just been a great relationship that we've had, and love these guys. Love everything they do.
Fantastic. Good to see you as always. So only 25 races. You're going to work on that motor department and get everything better. I'll see you in the spring. We'll update everybody on how you're doing, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.